Good morning, volleyball fans. It is the last day of preliminary eliminations here at the Shakey Super League National Invitationals 2023. The tensions are rising as teams fight to stay undefeated while others try to win one game. I'm Tatiana Austria, your courtside reporter for today, with Ken Pangilinan and Rhea Raagas at the panel. Now, before we begin, we got a chance to interview the team captains of both De La Salle University and USPF. So for now, let's watch the matches for today. We've got an exciting day full of preliminary eliminations. First up, we've got De La Salle University versus USPF. Now we got the Lyceum of the Philippines University at 12 p.m. versus Adamson University. We've got DLSU Dasmariñas at 2 p.m. versus University of Santo Tomas. And lastly, we've got the Enderun College versus College of St. Benilde. Now let's watch this interview from Russell Pedrosa, the team captain of USPF.
First of all, wala po kaming pahinga po para dito po sa tournament na ito. Tapos pinaghandaan po namin based sa araw-araw na training po, talagang pinaghandaan po, pinagpawisan po namin to. Pero it's an honor po na makalaban po namin sila.
Wow, you could really see the fighting Cebuana spirit from Pedrosa on behalf of her teammates today. Now up next, we also have Julia Coronel of the De La Salle University Lady Spikers. Let's watch.
For us, it's very exciting po since we're not used to battling teams from other parts of the country po. And we want to take this opportunity then po to learn from them.
So Julia's gonna take this as a learning opportunity from teams from all over the Philippines. So De La Salle was really excited for today's match as well. The big question is who will stay and who will go home. For today's matches, you can watch us at the FB, YouTube, and TikTok pages of My Plus Network, the Shakey Super League, and Shakey's Philippines Facebook page as well. We're also live on Tap Sports and later on CNN and Solar Sports. We've got an exciting day full of preliminary, thrilling games, so let's hear it from Ken and Rhea at the panel.
Thank you very much, Tati. You see here, Shivana Laput, one of the key cogs when La Salle regained their championship ways in season 85. She will go up against Luis Kerubin and the rest of the University of Southern Philippines Foundation Lady Panthers, as we got our first game of our last elimination day. De La Salle University taking on the USPF Lady Panthers. Hello everyone who's watching us live on the Plus Network, Shakey Super League social media pages, and also on Tap Sports. Ken Pangilinan, and please allow me to welcome our newest member for our panel, Rhea Raagas.
Thank you for welcoming me here again. Another day, another volleyball action nga naman tayo dito sa Phil Oil, Eco Oil Center. At hindi lang yan, because we are starting strong with, of course, the DLSU Lady Spikers coming up against the USPF Lady Panthers.
So simulan na natin. Let's begin our Shakey's pre-huddle game, brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken mojos now. Sa Pool D pa lang tayo sigurado, Rhea, and the rest of our pools, starting with Pool A, La Salle, and USPF, still may pagkalaban pa sila dito.
Of course, as we are about to end the preliminary round, we should take a look at this team standings flashed on your screens, as we have the UST Golden Tigresses in Pool B, the Adamson Lady Falcons in Pool C after that match against JMCF, and the Lady Titans, on the other hand, sa Pool D naman. And now we are about to witness this Lady Panthers battle it out against the #1 seed in Pool A, that is the DLSU Lady Spikers.
Speaking of the DLSU Lady Spikers, in their last matchup, this was on opening day, Rhea. Kalaban nila dito ang Perpetual, and they just showed why they were the UAAP Season 85 champions.
In that opening match, Ken, we witnessed the Lady Spikers dominate against the Lady Atlas in straight sets. And although key players such as rookie MVP Angel Canino, Just Hazareno, Leila Cruz, who's still recovering from her ACL injury, were not able to play in that game, the Lady Spikers still showed and managed to win that kahit wala sa kanila yung mga key players nila. And the Lady Altas struggled in that first set, as we can see the score 25-11, but still managed to give it all a fight in the succeeding set, Ken.
And they will try to build on their winning ways against this team from Visayas, the USPF Lady Panthers, who unfortunately, after having a strong set number 1, nalaglag sila laban dito sa Lady Altas.
It was a frustrating loss naman for the Lady Panthers, Ken, against the Lady Altas last July 30. The Lady Panthers already dominated in that first set with 10 attacks and 3 aces, however fell short naman in the succeeding sets. As we take a look at the match summary, evident talaga na it was the errors of the Lady Panthers that dragged them down to that defeat. And noteworthy din yung discrepancy ng number of aces nila sa last game na yun, Ken.
So we're just about to begin itong LaSalle versus USPF as we turn you over to Mix Torres.
LaSalle University Lady Spikers, led by their team captain, number 9, Julia Coronel. And first libero, number 20, Laika May De Leon. Here come their teammates, number 4, Sofia Sindayen. Number 6, Aliyah Malaluan. Number 7, Shivana Laput. Number 10, Maika La Rosa. Number 13, Juliana Tolentino. Number 15, Amy Provido. Number 16, Baby Jane Soreño. Number 17, J.R. Lavina. Number 19, Ella Raagas. Number 22, Lilay Del Castillo. Number 25, Caroline Santos. And their second libero is number 8, Jenya Torres. Our officials for match number 9. First referee, Larry Escorial, national referee. Second referee, Marion De Tablan, national referee. And now the starting lineup for both teams, starting with the De La Salle University Lady Spikers. Team captain number 9, setter Julia Coronel. Number 6, outside hitter Aliyah Malaluan. Number 7, opposite hitter Shivana Laput. Middle blocker number 15, Amy Provido. Number 16, outside hitter Jane Soreño. And middle blocker number 22, Lilay Del Castillo. Their first libero is number 20, Laika De Leon. Coaching the Lady Spikers for this game is Noel Orculio. And now the starting lineup for the University of Southern Philippines Foundation Panthers. Team captain number 4, opposite hitter Reso Pedroza. Number 2, outside hitter Luis Querubin. Middle blocker number 7, Katrina Ino. Outside hitter number 10, Kana Suwan. Number 11, middle blocker Dianica Mejos. Center number 14, Vanessa Minyoza. And their starting libero is number 12, Mates Gloria. Head coach for the Panthers is Yolanda Rizari.
Starting 6 for LaSalle, we've got the outside hitters, Alea Malaluan and Baby Jean Soreño. Middle blockers nila is Lilay Del Castillo and Amy Provido. Also got Shivana Lapot, Julia Coronel, the team captain, the center, and starting libero nila is Laika De Leon. On the other side, Luis Querubin and Gana Suwan, outside hitters for the Lady Panthers. Middle blockers nila, Kat Inot and Daya Mejos. Opposite spiker nila is their team captain, Resel Pedrosa. And their starting libero is Mates Gloria. As we begin this set, brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. And Rhea, right off the bat, as LaSalle scores their first points via that service ace, Julia Coronel, the leader with the departure of Mars Alba in their lineup.
You know what, Ken? This is really expected from the DLSU Lady Spikers. Talaga yung serve nila talaga isa yung sa mga pinanghahawakan ng mga DLSU Lady Spikers.
And a huge load on her shoulders para kay Julia Coronel. Dahil nga wala na si Mars Alba alongside Jolina De La Cruz. Fifi Sharma has decided to turn pro. As nagka-air naman dito ang LaSalle. So the Lady Panthers on the board here.
That was kind of unfortunate for Soreño as she was trying to reach for those hands. Pero hindi lang siya sumabit. Kaya lumabas siya for the side of the USPF.
So it's 1-all. Coronel sets up Provido. Right side. That was Pedrosa. Laput. Good job by Gloria picking that one up. Soreño. Interesting that she's starting as the outside hitter para dito kay Coach Noel Orgullo. But familiar position for her on that attack.
Kaya nga, Ken, you made mention nga kanina the kilos of Mars Alba and Jolina De La Cruz. But key players such as Baby Jean Soreño stepping up really for the DLSU Lady Spikers today.
Well, onting kwentuhan muna tayo, Rhea, no? Because itong LaSalle Lady Spikers, di ba, nung very first tournament natin fresh off the pandemic was season 84. So, maganda naman yung pinakita nila, but they fell short against the NU Bulldogs, NU Lady Bulldogs rather, during that time. And then dumating yung Shakey Super League preseason 2022. That's where pumasok na dito sa kanino as Luis Querubin scores on that diagonal hit. But nakita natin doon yung unting-unting growth nila. Mars Alba was really trying to find her form. But before that, tingnan natin itong magandang approach ni Luis Querubin para dito sa Lady Panthers.
That was really strategic for Luis Querubin to target in the middle between Laika De Leon and Baby Jean Soreño there.
And Laput, well, we'll talk about her more later on. But yun, going back to what I was saying, Rhea, as first, tingnan natin itong magandang atake ni Laput, really building off on her performance on opening day. But yun nga, natalo sila against Lady Bulldogs. And then nung preseason, nung Shakeys, nandun na nga si Angel Canino. Amy Provido was also there, their first appearances. Pero natalo ba din sila in straight sets against that very same squad. As Soreño scores right there. But Rhea, pagdating nung UAAP season 85, nagulat tayong lahat as hits like that by Soreño alongside yung growth ni Mars Alba and Angel Canino rounding out to form was really a sight to behold, and that's why they got the championship in the last UAAP season.
I think really, Ken, that last UAAP season, 84 for the DLSU Lady Spikers was an eye-opener for them. And kaya naman yung last season natin dito sa Shakey Super League, naging stepping stones ng mga DLSU Lady Spikers for their growth in the last UAAP season 85.
As LaSalle now with a 3-point lead. Alea Malaluan actually, nung season 85 was really hampered by injuries. So, it was Jolina and Angel yung nagpapalitan doon sa outside hitter position, and Lea Malaluan were really having a hard time finding her rhythm. But now with De La Cruz turning pro, has a chance to regain her form in the upcoming season 86 ng UAP. As Querubin, looks like nakascore dito ang Lady Panthers.
Speaking of Alea Malaluan, Ken, I think during the first round in the UAP, she was set out siya doon, and kaya naman nag-step up talaga yung mga outside hitters. And it's really nice to see her now back in the game.
Well, we all know what she's capable of as LaSalle against scores. Coronel and De Guzman connecting here. Shivana Laput on deck to serve. Isa rin siya sa mga naagulat na player last season for LaSalle in the UAP. Really emerging late in the elimination round and carried off that performance hanggang ngayon. And you can see those powerful serves and spikes down the middle have been really lethal for their cause.
She's really stepping up, of course, for the loss. I mean, the injury that was with Leila Cruz in that last season in UAP.
And that serve of the game brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. Nakascore naman dito ang Lady Panthers. Kaya pag-usapan naman natin sila dito, Rhea. The Lady Panthers, during the last CESAFI championship game, they were up against a really tough University of San Jose Recoleto squad. Ang ganda na start nila doon. They won the first 2 sets. So isang set na lang, champion na sila. But unfortunately for them, the Lady Jaguars are really resilient, as we would like to thank Victory Liner, the official Shakey Super League National Invitational transport provider. As Malaluan again scores para dito sa LaSalle. As we head into our first technical timeout, the Lady Spikers are up by 4, 8-4, as Alea Malaluan and the rest of the crew really looking good so far.
By the time we knew sila kapul namin, always, pinaano namin kahit sino ang kalaban namin, we have to prepare. Tapos determination, tsaka again, para bang opportunity na makalaban namin sila na champion na sa UAP. Pero we never stop practicing para lang makalaban namin sila na maganda yung laro. So, we will do our best.
As a very interesting story, malamang ikikwento niyan ni Tati Austria. Tati?
The Cebuanas are really giving a good fight on this gloomy morning. Now, Coach Yolanda Rizari is actually a former flight attendant who was able to travel across the globe for many years, but she began as an SWU varsity player in Cebu, which brought her here to Manila for the first time years ago. So she began as a varsity player, now she's here to coach. And some of you may ask, she was able to travel across the world but she chose to be home. Well, si Coach Yoli ay naniniwala sa kakaibang si Coach Yoli ay pumipili pa rin ng Pilipinas. So this is her home, this is her chance to give back. She believes na iba pa rin pag nakakauwi muli sa Cebu. Now, her whole family is based in Hong Kong, but she chose to coach here when she was invited to be a coach on the team back in 2016. And it's the first time today that the USPF Lady Panthers are invited to the National Invitationals. And she believes the Cebuanas are always ready to give a good fight.
Thank you very much, Tati. And you alluded to the fact that ito si Coach Yoli was a former flight attendant, if I'm not mistaken, for 32 years. Napakatagal, but yun nga, she was a player before for SWU. Kung baka yung mga OGs natin na volleyball fans, kilala si Telma Barinya, Grace Antigua, those were her teammates back then. And she was invited to be a coach of the school dahil nga yung owner ng USPF was her friend. And Ever since she has coached itong programa na ito, Rhea, she has really turned things around. They've become a perennial contender in the CESAFI. They actually won 3 straight championships. And things are looking good para sa kanilang programa.
Yes, I agree, Ken. Tama ka talaga dyan. Pag volleyball, babalik at babalikan talaga natin yan. And of course, the fruit of our labor talaga is nagbunga naman for the girls in blue today.
And you see here, Lilay Del Castillo. One of the newest recruits ng LaSalle, di ba, Rhea?
And in that last game, Ken, grabe yung quality minutes niya inside the court. Kahit the game was about to end, but still she managed to bag 4 points for the DLSU Lady Spikers.
And right on cue, scoring and a service ace there. Meanwhile, lalabas muna si Luis Querubin at babalik, papasok to si Bunyag. So it's 13-6. Service aces count, 3 na agad para sa Lady Spikers. De Guzman could probably fill in the shoes of Fifi Sharma. Although nandyan din si Amy Provido. And Bea Galgate, who's not suiting up in this ball game as ito naman, pag pag-usapan natin itong Lady Panthers, it seems like they're really loose. Nakausap natin sila sa locker room. We talked to some of their players, the prospect of playing against this mighty LaSalle squad. And walang kakaba-kaba. It's just that they really want to play. They're really happy to be here. And they want to show what they're made of here in our Shakey Super League National Invitationals.
Kaya nga, Ken, I spoke with Vanessa Menyoza kanina and sabi niya, just enjoy the game lang talaga kasi there's no other opportunity like this na they will be up against the UAAP champions, the Lady Spikers.
Julia Coronel, former college Coleo de San Agustin standout. She is now the leading center para dito sa Lady Spikers. Meanwhile, Mejos converting. And you could see itong Lady Panthers, basta maganda yung first ball, they're able to execute their plays well.
And that was really spot on for Mejos to target the space between in the center and really gave her the point for the USPF Lady Panthers.
We would like to thank Team Rebel Sports, the official team uniform of the Shakey Super League National Invitationals. 15-8 para dito sa Lady Spikers. See here, Baby Jean Soreño. Service errors natin, 3 para dito sa USPF. Meron naman isa, itong DLSU. Almost another service ace for the Lady Spikers. So this is a free ball for the girls in white. Quick attack by Provido. Sa kabila, Pedrosa gets blocked. Malaluan tapping it over. And this brings the lead up to 8 points. As we head into our second technical timeout, LaSalle in front, 16-8.
I only want the best. Thincredible, Thintense, sensational, thin crust pizza from Shakey's. Thincredible crisp crust, Thintense real cheese, sensational flavor. There's no thin like Shakey.
This is the Shakey Super League National Invitationals presented by Eurotel, the official hotel of the tournament. A look at Coach Yoli of the USPF Lady Panthers trying to lead her team here. But they are down by 16-8. And LaSalle so far, as expected, has been really formidable even without the presence of girls like Angel Canino, Justin Hazareno, Tia Malaluan sitting this one out as well. But at Espina, wala din dyan. As another service ace, that's their 4th of the match para dito sa LaSalle.
The errors in the receive for the girls in USPF are really what makes the difference here sa score natin, Ken, and it's really costly for them.
So actually, it's a 9-point lead for LaSalle. Coronel sets up Malaluan. And good block. Galing dito kay Mejos.
Well read by Mejos.
(17-9). Soreño goes to Malaluan. And another error naman on the side of the Lady Spikers. So although for the most part lamang dito ang LaSalle, nakakahabol naman. Nakakasabay naman kahit papano itong Lady Panthers, although they're still down by 7 here. Coronel, Laput skying high and drills that one home. So it's 18-10. As Laput again scores pa dito sa Lady Spikers. You've got Amy Provido at the service line. Lamang sila dito, 18-10. Wow! Service aces. Really pouring in pa dito sa LaSalle.
I made mention nga kanina, Ken, it's really the errors in the receive for the girls in USPF that's been really dragging them down.
19-10. So tandaan natin, yung tournament format natin, you only have 3 elimination game days dahil nga, although we have 12 teams, they are grouped into 4. 3 teams in each pool as the Lady Panthers score once again. And top 2 teams, Rhea, will advance to the quarterfinals. What do you think of this kind of format that we have sa ating tournament?
I think short tournament lang to, Ken, kaya every teams will have to give their best. Kaya naman, not knowing bukas na yung quarterfinals natin, and games now will really dictate kung sino yung papasok tomorrow.
Yung kagandahan doon, despite the fact that mabilis nga lang, you are really forced to bring out your best simula pa lang because paunahan kayo dito LaSalle now with 1 win, but USPF, good news naman sa kanila, if they manage to win here, it's gonna make things complicated in their pool alongside yung Perpetual Altas. But right now, it's LaSalle showing their dominant ways. Again, Malaluan scoring para dito sa Lady Spikers. Julian Tolentino will check in, as well as Hindayan. Papalitan muna si Laput and si Julia Coronel. Nakikita nyo at the background, James Laput, brother of Shivana Laput, in attendance. 2012. Another good serve. Free ball for the Taft Bay squad. They go Malaluan once again. Wow, Thea Malaluan is really piling up the points here for LaSalle.
Lady Panthers really are struggling sa first ball nila dito. Kaya naman it's very convenient for the Lady Spikers na makapuntos agad. Or kung hindi, mabibigay ng Lady Panthers ng chance ball na lang sa Lady Spikers. Thus the point for them.
21-12. Again, first ball. Like Rhea mentioned, it's a problem. Tolentino sets up Malaluan. Wow, Thea Malaluan has been really on a roll to start off this set number 1. And Kerubin will return in favor of Bunyag. 10-point lead. LaSalle coming off that impressive campaign in the UAAP season 85. Actually, first game nila against UST, umabot ng 5 sets. So medyo, if you're LaSalle, if you're a fan of LaSalle, medyo inabahan ka because mukhang hindi magiging madali yung kailang tournament, but has racked up wins in the elimination round, only losing 1 game overall. As we see here, Suwan naman scoring for the Lady Panthers.
That was really spot on for Suwan to target the down the line, Ken.
We'd like to thank Summit Bottled Water, the official drinking water of the Shakey Super League National Invitationals. Meanwhile, Soreño against a single block, no problem. And Coach Dolly will call a timeout. It's presented by Eurotel, the official hotel of the Shakey Super League National Invitational.
Oy, kita na mo sa inyo sayop. Wa pa ganing bulan, alamos ubos. Mates, maunsa man ka? Inyo ta mo nga di mo ganan mo duwa, ano ta man tamangani, sikusig lang tag diri.
Coach Yoli really frustrated in that last timeout, emphasizing the errors of the girls, and sinasayangan lang siya kung ganun lang daw ang performance na ipinapakita ng girls today.
So it's a 10-point lead. Levina checking in for Lasal. Alea Malaluan really been on fire so far. Mejos na beaten on that approach.
That was actually a good intention for Enot, but unfortunately, na-short lang siya on that last set-up play.
And it's now set point. And a huge reason why has been a spectacular play so far of Malaluan. So one against two blockers.
Suwan was quick in that last setup play, kaya naman nag-take advantage siya sa gap ng mga blockers, thus giving the points to the Lady Panthers.
Just want to give a quick shout out to Kayla Reyes, who's watching right now, our colleague. Really did a good job in her debut as an anchor. And LaSalle finally finishing off this opening set, in which for the most part maganda naman yung naging performance ng Lady Panthers, but LaSalle just showing why they are the best team so far in the collegiate scene, winning it 25-14. Set number 2 just a bit when we return.
I only want the best. Incredible, Thin-Tense, sensational, thin crust pizza from Shakey's. Incredible crisp crust, Thin-Tense real cheese, sensational flavor. There's no thin like Shakey's.
This is a Shakey Super League National Invitational presented by Eurotel, the official hotel of the tournament. As we take a look at the highlights ng ating set number 1, we saw LaSalle just got off to an early start, but early and middle portions naman ng set, the Lady Panthers, pag naka-execute naman sila ng maayos, they've been able to produce points, but towards the latter stages was where LaSalle really pulled away and grabbed this set, Rhea.
And that was really strategic for Julia Coronel to distribute the sets to different spikers for the Lady Spikers. Kaya naman, malaki talaga yung gap sa score sa first set natin.
Shivana Laput early on was really strong, but towards the latter part, Alea Malaluan, kumbaga sunod-sunod yung naging puntos niya, and that's why the Lady Spikers were able to win that set 25-14. Break down the numbers for us in that opening set.
And of course, looking at these statistics, it's really the aces that really dominated for the DLSU Lady Spikers. The discrepancy in the ace, really for the USPF Lady Panthers, wala silang ace. And of course, sa attacks naman, grabe, 13 attacks compared to 8 lang. Kaya naman talaga malaki yung gap sa score natin in that last previous set.
Now we begin set number 2, brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery, one of your favorite thin crust pizza, and Chicken and Mojo's now. It's a bit of a different look for LaSalle to open this set number 2, but it's the Lady Panthers first on the board with that point.
And it's really nice to see Coach Noel Orculio setting up these girls, kumbaga in preparation for their upcoming UAAP Season 86.
Binanggit nga natin, no more Jolina De La Cruz, Mars Alba, and Fifi Sharma. Wala na din for LaSalle. It's gonna be interesting who will emerge for them and step up. Julia Coronel obviously will be the starting setter. Laput meanwhile from the back.
The ever-reliable Shivana Laput, kahit saan mo siya ilulugar, Ken, magpupuntos at magpupuntos talaga siya.
And it's a case of the opportunity presenting itself para dito kay Shivana Laput. Leila Cruz unfortunately got injured last season, but Laput really made strides when she was brought in to step up in her absence. And ngayon, she has really flourished as one of the key cogs para dito kay Coach Ramil De Jesus. Meanwhile, Mejos with a block. 2-1.
That set was too low for Amy Provido, kaya naman hindi talaga pumasok yung palo niya sa kabilang side.
Vanessa Minyosa. She is the younger Minyosa. Kasama niya dito si Lian. So both are setters actually, as Laput against scores for LaSalle. See here, Matet Gloria, one of the veterans for the Lady Panthers. In their game against the Altas, they were really impressive nung first set na ipanalo nila yun. And this, despite the fact that they were really having trouble sa lamig daw ng venue natin. And as itong LaSalle scoring there. But you've been a part of some of the provincial teams sa ating league, Rhea, and kamusta ba yung experience na first time mong maglaro sa ganitong klaseng setting? Malamig aircon, big arena.
I was 17 years old ata Ken when I started playing in a cold arena. That was back in 2019 with the UST Golden Tigresses, and it was really cold. I really had to adjust there. Kasi syempre mahirap yung mag-sweat out ka, and it's really the girls in USPF really are trying hard to sweat out here.
And sila nga, maganda yung start nila, pero sabi nila yung pawis kasi parang biglang nawala. And that's why nanlamig daw sila starting nung set number 2, and then nag-pile up na yung error sila, yung first ball nila, hindi na daw maging maayos. And those are some things that they really want to correct here against LaSalle. But the Lady Spikers right now with a 3-point lead. Another good serve. Service aces. Really pouring on para dito sa LaSalle.
Michael La Rosa, really a service specialist for a reason dito para sa DLSU Lady Spikers.
6-2. Libayaw will check in for Ganas 1. LaSalle has really dominated the past 2 decades of volleyball. Alam naman natin, nung early 2000s, Ila Santos really started the championship reign itong LaSalle, and then nakita natin sila Abby Maranyo, Jack Cruz, that era of LaSalle Lady Spikers under Coach Ramil De Jesus, who's been really coaching for almost forever para dito sa LaSalle. But the program still remains intact. You see, pagpalit man ng players, ganun pa rin. That swag, that energy, that fire from the LaSalle side. And they're trying to go back-to-back in the upcoming season of the UAAP. 7 free. Amy Provido. Wow, that's another service ace, Rhea.
Really another convenient score for the DLSU Lady Spikers.
So it's our first technical timeout lamang ang LaSalle, 8-3.
Shakey Super League National Invitationals is presented by Eurotel, the official hotel of the tournament. Professional basketball player James Lapot is all out in support of his sister Shavana Lapot. Along with him today is his partner Candice Miklat, who trusts that Shavana is well deserving of the MVP of the match title during LaSalle's tournament debut. James is a proud big brother as he knows that Shakey Super League is another platform for Shavana to make a statement in the world of volleyball, proving to her coaches and teammates that she is deserving of that first 6 spot. Now it's all up to the lady spiker opposite hitter to show that Shavana Laput cannot be easily replaced on the court. What do you think, Ken and Rhea?
Well, Shavana has really proven herself, Tati. Ever since nga pinaltan niya si Leila Cruz after that injury. And right now, just like this one, right on cue, Rhea, she has been a menace para dito sa LaSalle.
I agree, Ken. She has become the go-to person talaga for the setters of the DLSU Lady Spikers. And that was actually a sweet spot for her to target that cross-court hit.
And her bond with her brother, who's watching in attendance, James Lapot, playing in the PBA. Alam mo, ang maganda dito, James Lapot, from what I understand, basta walang laro sa PBA, wala silang practice, he's always here supporting his sister. And the brother-sister bond is really palpable for them, as you'd like to thank Victory Liner, the official Shakey Super League National Invitational Transport provider. Malaluan, cross-court.
That was a good receive by Laika De Leon. Kaya naman, it was very easy for Alea Malaluan to get that point for the DLSU Lady Spikers.
So this is now a 5-point lead, 10-5. Also played for LaSalle Lipa and LaSalle Zobel. Ito si Alea Malaluan. Alongside Justin Hazareno. Matagal-tagal na silang magkakasama dyan. Meanwhile, Gana Suwan scoring right there for the Lady Panthers. Good attack coming from Gana. Na you know very well, di ba?
Actually, Ken, Gana Suwan has a record of ACL injury, pero judging by her game now, parang wala talaga siyang injury and she's playing all, giving it her all.
Meanwhile, you see her once again right on cue. And that's something, I don't know if Leila Cruz is watching, that's something that she could take away from yung recovery ito ni Gana Suwan from injury.
And of course, the height difference between USPF and the LaSalle, you can really see na the girls in the Lady Panthers are taking advantage of the hands of the blockers para makapuntos sila.
And you love the composure of the Lady Panthers despite the fact they're trailing once again. They're still able to execute smart plays. Really trying to outwit itong taller, more athletic na LaSalle Lady Spikers as Del Castillo. I apologize if nasabi ko kanina de Guzman. It's Del Castillo Lilay, one of the rookies of the Lady Spikers, and we're expecting big things from her. As we see here, si Mejos naman finding a spot sa backline defense nitong LaSalle. So this is just a 3-point lead, 11-8. La Rosa. Kerubin sa kabila. And looks like a violation against LaSalle. Double contact.
I spoke nga with Kerubin earlier today, Ken, and sabi niya as long as they will enjoy the game lang at magpapakita sila na may kaya sila, talaga namang may kaya talaga sila, and kaya naman, judging by the score now, it's really a close fight in the second set.
And you can relate probably to Kerubin the most sa ating mga players dito. She stopped playing volleyball for 2 years to concentrate on law school, but here she is. She's back as a guest player for the Lady Panthers, as La Rosa scores at that trip. Here she is, Kerubin. And ang sabi niya, as we see here, La Rosa against 2 blockers, getting it in. Sabi sa akin ni Luis Kerubin that volleyball and law school are similar in terms of you have to be disciplined and you have to really be committed in doing both those things.
I have to agree, Ken. If there's one thing in common talaga between volleyball and law school, it's really your commitment talaga to that career and to that path. And for sure, kung may commitment ka, mag-excel ka talaga.
13-9, back-to-back points. As we see here, LaSalle again. 7 service aces in the opening set. 4 naman ngayon. Here
We're
in
not
set
even
number 2.
halfway through the
Yes.
set.
Good point, Rhea, as again, those service aces have been giving trouble para dito sa Lady Panthers. This time out brought to you by Eurotel, the official hotel of the Shakey Super League National Invitationals.
Ay, pasikit mo. Ay mo pabiya. Alalagi, oy.
Saka lang gamay, tabangan na nato. Saka lang, saka lang. Saka lang gamay.
Translating to what the coaches in Lady Panthers said earlier in that timeout, they were really emphasizing on that first ball nga, Ken, and I spoke with Kerubin earlier, and when it comes to the technicalities of the game, talaga, ang aim talaga nila is for less errors and for the receive na para maangat lang, especially knowing the DLSU Lady Spikers na they're tough on their serves.
Swerte ko, meron akong Bisaya translator sa akin tabi, Rhea Agas, hailing from Cagayan de Oro. As LaSalle scores once again, they already have 12 total service aces in this match. As we'd like to thank Team Rebel Sports, the official team uniform of the Shakey Super League National Invitationals. And sa ating mga nanonood na mga Cebuano, supporting itong USPF, maayong buntag sa inyong tanan. Tama ba, Rhea?
Tama, Ken, maayong buntag sa tanan nagtanaw diha.
Ayun. As ito naman si Luis Kerubin scoring. At ganito rin naman yung set number 1 eh. Hindi naman masyadong lalayo yung LaSalle. Basta maganda execution nitong Lady Panthers. This is just a 5-point ball game.
I really think if the USPF Lady Panthers can transition their first ball, they can really match it up with the DLSU Lady Spikers here.
But that was just too much. Galing kay La Rosa, and it brings the lead up to 16-10 here in set number 2.
I only want the best. Incredible, Thin-Tense, sensational, thin crust pizza from Shakey's. Incredible crisp crust, Thin-Tense real cheese, sensational flavor. There's no thin like Shakey.
Check out our Shakey Super Fans of the Day, brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order favorite thin crust pizza and chicken in Mojos now. Coming off the second technical timeout of set number 2. LaSalle with a 6-point lead. Laput picked up there by Minyosa. Tolentino gusto malaluan, tough angle, but nagawa ng paraan doon.
Sweet spot for Aliyah Malaluan to target the space right at the back of the blockers, giving the point to the Lady Spikers.
17-10. LaSalle looking top Group A. Pinaling Lady Altas on opening day last Saturday. Lapot. Suwan chasing for it. But it's a free ball for the Lady Spikers. Kerubin sends it over. Another chance. Lapot puts it away.
The Lady Panthers are really struggling with their transition in this game, Ken. Kaya naman lagi lang sila nagbibigay ng free ball or chance ball to the Lady Spikers. And as a result, ganun talaga ang magagawa ng Lady Spikers when you give them a chance ball.
Yan, katulad nung unang set natin, medyo lumalayo na ditong LaSalle late in this set. Tolentino pumunta ay Provido.
That was again smart for Amy Provido to tap the ball right behind the blockers, Ken.
And this forces the hand of Coach Yoli Rizari to call a timeout. This isn't it.
Nana ka dito ba? Lagi ka mukuha gyapon. Diba? Nana ka dito bala na makuha ko din. Yan ang kamot. Di man pwede gato ni mo na oh may ana. Hala no. Oy, ninot ang play ba? O ninot ba ang first touch ba? Play mo. Gamitas hindi ako.
Coach Yoli again very frustrated in that last time out, emphasizing na andun na daw ang mga girls kaso konting effort na lang daw para maangat nila yung bola.
I have to agree because it's been the theme of the first 2 sets. Di naman nalalayo yung score hanggang sa gitna. Pero pagpatapos na yung set, ganito yung nangyayari. LaSalle lumalayo. But that time, good play coming off that timeout.
Mejos was really intentional with her blocking and that last play, Ken. Kaya naman nakuha niya talaga yung spike ni Shivana Laput.
Halting that 4-0 run by the Lady Spikers. Tolentino. Laput. Picked up by Mejos. Sa kabila, Pedrosa. Malaluan. And really smart play coming from Alea rather.
That down the line hit is really the sweet spot for Alea Malaluan. Kita mo yan in that replay. Lagi niyan tina-target dyan. And it's very effective for the DLSU Lady Spikers.
In looking the other way, looking on one way, and putting the ball on another direction to see Alea Malaluan. And it's now a 9-point lead, 20-11. Pedrosa gets sent back. Sa kabila, Kerubin. Wow! What a quick, powerful hit galing dito kay Luis Kerubin.
Kerubin really fast and quick in that last setup play. And kaya naman nakausap ko siya kanina, Ken. Sabi niya, as long as mabilis lang daw talaga sila kontra sa DLSU Lady Spikers knowing their height, makukuha daw talaga nila yung point.
And she started working out with this team in June. Talking about to si Luis Kerubin. And mostly kalaban niya dyan sila Gana Suwan, sa CESAFI, but is really thrilled to have a chance to be teammates with them as Alea Malaluan again, much like in the opening set, Rhea. Just really piling up the points.
We really see now the exchange of balls, the rallies now. Pero ayun nga, Ken, lagi talaga nagbibigay ang USPF ng chance ball and it's very costly for them.
Summit is the official drinking wonder of the Shakey Super League National Invitationals. A familiar face on deck to serve. Rhea.
Ella Ragas, of course, my sister.
Quick set. Inot. But she clips the net on her approach. So that's why point goes to Lasal. Sindayan, papasok na rin dito. Let's take a look.
That ball was really too close to the net, kaya naman pumasok talaga si Suan there in that last setup play.
And tinamaan nga niya doon yung net. So it was a net violation there. 22-12. Double-digit lead for Lasal. Good serve. Suwan. Picked up by La Rosa. Sa gitna, Santos. Minyoza sets up Inot. And she scores.
Inot again, fast and quick in that last setup, kaya naman nahuli ang mga defenders for the DLSU Lady Spikers there.
Serving now for Lady Panthers, team captain Cresel Pedrosa from Mandawi City. Transferred from USC to USPF in 2015. Sindayan, the lefty, drilling that one in.
It's really nice to have a lefty player in the team, Ken, kasi yung mga lefty ang hirap talaga nila basahin, not only sa blockings, pati na rin sa depensa. That's what happened here to Sindayan in that last setup play.
And tough angle to cover if you're the Lady Panthers. 10 ang lamang dito ng Lasal. At medyo sinwerte pa doon ang USPF. They earned that point right there.
That was a miscommunication on the side of the Lady Spikers. It was basically a free point na sana for them, but unfortunately, these unforced errors talaga, they will give up the point na lang.
Kat Inot in her sophomore year. This is now La Rosa. Punta tayo sa kabila. Suwan. And that attack sails out. So it's now set point for the Taft Bay squad. 24-14. Caroline Santos. Pagkakataon, tapusin na itong set number 2. Suwan, handoon si Malaluan sa likod. Sindayan. Free ball for the Lady Panthers. Gana Suwan, capitalizing that time.
Really, the Lady Panthers are just taking advantage of the hands of Lady Spikers kasi naman matangkad talaga to sila at the only way they can get through is by playing these hands and getting the ball inside the court.
And to your point, kanina they were successful in doing that. As that serve goes out. And that's the end of set number 2. Lasal, much like in set number 1, finishing off the Lady Panthers 25-15. Set number 3 in just a bit when we return.
I only want the best. Incredible, Thintense, sensational, thin crust pizza from Shakey's. Incredible crisp crust, Thintense real cheese, sensational flavor. There's no thin like Shakey's.
presented by Eurotel, the official hotel of the tournament. As we take a look at what happened in set number 2, Rhea, it's been more of the same for LaSalle. Maganda naman yung simula nila, yung Lady Panthers, didikit. They were just within 5, 15, 10, and that's where itong LaSalle began to pull away and establish their lead by double digits.
Although the Lady Panthers were still struggling with their receive, pero kita natin in that last set na there was an exchange of rallies na between them, and it's really something to look forward to ngayon coming into the third set, as we hope na they will get closer to score. Of course, here sa first set, we only have 25-14, and sa second set, 25-15.
Well, let's check out the numbers, Rhea.
Again, it's the aces talaga ang sa DLSU Lady Spikers. It's really the receive for the USPF Lady Panthers that are costly for them. And of course, the attacks, although hindi ganon kalayo, pero the blocks still the SAL dominating. And if the Lady Panthers can dominate in their receive, then I think they can do good in this set.
This set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. And imagine 30% of your points coming off service aces. Dahil nga 15 na ang service aces nitong LaSalle. And that time around, Julia Coronel again with another impressive serve to open things up. Set number 3.
Exactly, Ken. If you can score conveniently sa serve, why not, diba? It's the first line of offense.
LaSalle, they go to Lapot. But she's unable to get that ball across the net. So point goes to the Lady Panthers. Vanessa Minoza. Silang dalawang magkapatid, si Lian, have been playing volleyball since grade 3. Di pala sila nagkakalayo ng edad. So, alam mo yun, halos kambal na sila. Hindi niya tinatawag na ate daw, si Vanessa. That's their kind of bond. They're like really soul sisters. Ika nga.
And actually, Ken, they entered college of the same year under Coach Yoli pa rin.
They've been together, playing together for quite some time already. Coronel. Sa kabila, Lapot. Good pick up there by Suwan. Pedrosa. Coronel. And Amy Provido unable to connect there.
Miscommunication on the part of Julia Coronel and Amy Provido.
Diamejos on deck to serve 2-all. USPF, if they lose here, this will be their very last game. LaSalle, in the meantime, could finish as their #1 team in the group. Block point for LaSalle.
You made mention nga kanina, Ken, the key loss of Fifi Sharma, but it seems Amy Provido really is stepping up to the shoes that she has to fill in para kay Fifi Sharma.
What do you like about the game of Amy Provido so far, Rhea?
I really like how she's really intentional with her game. She's really, alam mo yung approach lang siya. Kahit that's the role, diba, of middle blockers. Hahakutin mo yung blockers.
And she's one of those rare breeds ng LaSalle na very silent lang on her approach. You rarely see her kumbaga gloat when she scores a point or yung tinatawag nilang swag, di ba? She's really that quiet type of player. That's just the work, and ayun, maganda nga yung service niya doon. This is now a free ball for LaSalle. Malaluan. Nandoon si Minoza. Lapot. Sending back that spike ni Kerubin and earning them that point.
Alam mo kaya kahit si Shivana Lapot lang yung nag-block doon, pero the fact na nakuha niya pa din really shows her work ethic, no? Na she's really dedicated to what she's doing inside the court.
And she's really tall. Really an imposing figure at the net. Na kahit single block, kayang-kaya. Meanwhile, nakaregaluhan doon si Alea Malaluan.
That was costly for the Lady Panthers. Ayan na talaga ang resulta pag wala kang first ball, kaya naman it was an easy point for Alea Maluluan.
We'd like to thank Victory Liner, the official Shakey Super League National Invitational Transport Provider. 6-2. As Lila Del Castillo emerging here for LaSalle, and Coach Yoli requesting for a timeout. Her team is down by 5, 7-2.
Oy, di lagi mo manik ka. Sige lang na, ana. Third set na. Ato karon mo, wag po na maka-learn. Oo. Oh, learning point na ninyo sa buhaton ninyo. Oh! Panthers!
Coach Yoli emphasizing again the same errors that the girls did in the previous set. Yung kumbaga ayaw nilang gumalaw. I don't know, Ken, maybe it's because they're going up against a powerhouse, the DLSU Lady Spikers, or maybe it's because of the arena that they're not used to playing back in the province.
Coach Yoli Rizari, such a motherly figure for her girls. Na nakikita mo yung pag-aaruga, yung concern for their welfare, not only in volleyball but in life as well, as they're having a hard time here in this set. Lamang ang Lasal dito, 8-2 as we pause for our first technical timeout.
Shakey Super League National Invitationals is presented by Eurotel, the official hotel of the tournament. During the break earlier, Coach Yoli emphasizes this is the last set, the last chance to fight back, hopefully pulling a comeback for the USPF Lady Panthers. But she still reminds the girls to still enjoy the game against these champions from LaSalle. Now, if you take a closer look at the Lady Panthers with their hairstyles, it's actually a pre-game tradition that they brought with them here to Manila all the way from Cebu. So by simply doing each other's hair, braiding each other's hair before the game, it's a chance for them to motivate each other, give each other inspirational moments, and it's a statement of their sisterhood no matter the tournament's outcome today. Now turning it over to Ken and Rhea.
Thank you very much, Rati. You know, Rhea, tatlo tayong pumasok sa locker room nila. What do you think of the vibe of that group nung pagkapasok mo sa kanilang dugout?
Yeah, when I spoke to them earlier, Ken, they were just really enjoying the moments they share here in Shakey Super League. And kaya naman, like what Tati mentioned, it's the sisterhood that matters here for them. And as long as they enjoy the game, it's a learning experience for them.
They are one of the two teams representing Visayas. We also got two teams from Mindanao, dalawa from Luzon. Our top three UAAP and NCAA teams are also here. Although yung NU, pinantal muna ng UST dito. It's 9-3 LaSalle. Mejos ang nag-serve. Actually, ang nag-set rather was Pinyosa to Suwan. And she drills that one home. And Suwan has been providing the scoring punch para dito sa Lady Panthers in this game, Rhea.
Suwan was really quick in that last setup play. And kung wala si Kerubin, andyan naman si Suwan. Kaya why not for Minyoza to set it up for her?
Meanwhile, Del Castillo yelling after that point.
Yes, Ken, Del Castillo, another player to look out for in the season. Kaya naman she's very young and this league is really something for her to learn from.
10-4. Make that 11-4. Service ace na naman para dito sa LaSalle.
Really, the DLSU Lady Spikers going for ace after ace because why not? It's a convenient point for them.
And that service game of theirs has been pretty lethal, giving trouble to the opposing side. Inot naman. with a quick attack, nakabawi agad itong Lady Panthers. 11-5, Lapot. Papaltan muna dito ng Raagas. Coronel naman for Sindayen. The sister of Freya Raagas.
Let's see what she can contribute in replacement to Julia Coronel in this set.
Here she is. Although, naitawid ng bola doon. Lasal with a chance once again. Malaluan, down the line hit.
Aliyah Malaluan, very versatile. Kahit saan mo siya ilalagay, magpupuntos at magpupuntos talaga siya. Kaya why not give it to her, send it to her.
Here she is against the block, having no problems whatsoever. It's now 12-5. They go middle to Inot. Soreño with the underhand set. Chance here for the Lady Panthers. Suwan, every time she's been given a good set, she's been delivering para sa side ng Lady Panthers.
Of course, Suwan going after the smaller blocker here, targeting the down the line, and it's very effective for her.
Such a smart, powerful player. Ito si Gana Suwan. Raagas to Del Castillo. Nandoon si Kerubin. Suwan off speed. Del Castillo sent back by Mejos. Sa kabila, Sindayen naman. She converts coming off the bench.
Really love the distribution of Ragas there. Pangalawa niya binigyan si Del Castillo, but she wasn't able to make it across, kaya binigay niya kay Sindayen at the back, and why not? She gave a point to the DLSU Lady Spikers.
Lilay Del Castillo on deck to serve. Her team up by 7. 13-6. Oh, a service ace.
This is really the problem of the USPF Lady Panthers na lagi nagkatinginan lang sila in that last setup play, and it's really costly for them again, Ken.
You love the energy coming from Lilay Del Castillo. Kanina nung nakapunto siya, you saw her really pumped up. Although, nag-service error siya doon. But still, Lasal with the lead, 14-7. As we'd like to thank Team Rebel Sports, the official team uniform of the Shakey Super League National Invitational. Raagas. She goes to Soreño.
Perfect setup play there by Ragas and Soreño. And Soreño targeting the middle is really strategic for her, thus giving the point to the Lady Spikers.
15-7, Sofia Sindayen ang magsaserve para dito sa Lasal. Joust at the net. Balik ang bola sa Lasal. Sinetap nila si Soreño. And off the block, it drops. As Lasal now with a 9-point lead. 16-7 here in our second technical timeout.
I only want the best. Incredible, Thin-Tense, sensational, thin crust pizza from Shakey's. Incredible crisp crust, Thin-Tense real cheese, sensational flavor. There's no thin like Shakey's.
Check out our fun family pizza of the game, brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and check in Mojo's now. 16-7 Lasal. 9 points away from grabbing their second win in as many games. Pedrosa with the underhand set. Kerubin. And scores right there for USPF.
Smart attack by Kerubin. Again, targeting the hands of the blocker, knowing na mas matangkad talaga sila para sa kanya.
And you gotta love the commitment itong USPF Lady Panthers. Ever since naglaro sila sa CESAFI, Rhea, they haven't stopped practicing. Imagine that. You're coming off that championship match in your mother league, pero patuloy yung pag-ensayo nyo. That speaks well to the commitment and discipline ng programang ito.
And of course, we also have to credit Coach Yoli for that kasi grabe yung dedication niya for the team. And of course, seeing na may potential talaga yung team dito.
17-8. La Rosa magsaserve para dito sa Lasal. And that's a service error. And itong Lady Panthers has produced the likes of Pierre Abellana, who went on to play for UST. Mitzi Panangin is now with FEU. Yan yung mga nahawakan na mga manlalaro ni Coach Yoli Rizari. And they won 3 straight championships, 2017 to 2019. The Lady Panthers. But so far, they're having trouble dealing with the really mighty LaSalle squad. But on that trip, you saw there Kerubin scoring a point.
That was tough for Amy Provido. Medyo na-late lang siya doon sa block niya, kaya naman off the block yon for Kerubin.
7-point lead. Oh, Raagas. This is an opportunity, but muffed there by USPF. Meanwhile, your sister with a smart play right there.
And Aragas really said, first try no, and second try, why not? Kasi naman, it's an easy, convenient point for them.
It's 18-10. Paano kayo magkapatid sa bahay?
Actually, Ken, nowadays, hindi na talaga kami magkakasama in one household kasi their quarters na in tough and almost everyday yan sila nagtatraining. Kaya for the longest time, hindi na kami nagkakasama.
That really speaks well to the commitment of LaSalle of being together as a unit. Whether in training, yung mga bonding moments sila. And they actually had one, I believe, last June lang sa Zambales, if I'm not mistaken. And nandun ba sila Jolina de la Cruz, Mars Alba with them. As now, USPF earning that point, 19-11 ang ating score. Papasok uli si Gana Suan. Papalitan niya muna dito si Lian Minyosa. Luis Kerubin from the University of San Carlos gave them a championship back in 2018 and also was a champion in beach volleyball in 2020. And here she is with a service ace.
Really, Kerubin, with all those experience you mentioned, Ken, really showing her maturity here in court, thus giving points to her team, the Lady Panthers.
And it doesn't seem like she was out for 2 years after focusing on her law school studies. Nandiyan pa rin yung tikas at galing nito si Luis Kerubin. 7-point lead. Minyosa, punta kay Inot. Good save from La Rosa. But that attack goes out. Point goes to the Lady Panthers.
That was really a good save by Michael La Rosa, and in fact, that was really well set by Ella Raagas there, but unfortunately, it was overcooked by the spiker in the open.
Summit bottled water is the official drinking water of the Shakey Super League National Invitational. Del Castillo just putting that one home. Ito mong gigil. That fire from Del Castillo. She's gonna be a fun player to watch come the UAAP season. 2013. And that serve goes out against LaSalle.
Alam mo, Ken, for the DLSU Lady Spikers, when it comes to their serve, it's really all or nothing. Kaya naman, when that mindset, it's either makaka-point ka talaga or ayun nga, magkaka-error ka.
Resel Pedrosa led the University of San Carlos Baby Warriors to its first championship in the girls division back in 2013. Here she is sending that ball over. Kaagas. Minyosa, pinuntahan si Suwan, and why not? She has been piling up the points for USPF.
Of course, looking at this last setup play, that was really smart for Suwan to target the cross court, and of course, we have to give credit to Gloria for digging up two incredible spikes from the DLSU Lady Spikers there.
The two veterans. Del Castillo, meanwhile, another point para sa kanya. 21-15. Julian Levina. Kerubin puts that up. Sa likod, Pedrosa. Raagas. Quick attack, Del Castillo.
That's really, again, costly for the Lady Panthers, giving up a chance ball for the Lady Spikers. Kaya naman, pag mag-give up ka talaga ng free ball sa kanila, ganun talaga ang mangyayari. And of course, giving it to Del Castillo, papatayin niya talaga yung bola.
LaSalle 3 points away from securing this match. Inot. Raagas. Punta ay Sindayen. Inot. Gets it over. Raagas. This time to La Rosa. And that is out. Walang check ball.
La Rosa aiming for the hands, but was very unfortunate in that last setup play at lumabas yung bola on the other side.
Kat Inot. Middle blocker for Coach Yoli Rizari. But that serve sails out. Nagpamigay sila ng puntos dito sa LaSalle. It's 23-16. Dilay Del Castillo. Now at the service line, chance here to Raagas. Sindayen. And she has produced a couple of points para sa kanila, and this brings us to match point for LaSalle.
Really nice to see Sindayen giving points to the DLSU Lady Spikers. Kasi lefty siya and mahirap yon on the side of the Lady Panthers na basahin siya.
LaSalle with match point. But that serve clips the net.
That was too low for Del Castillo.
24-17. Gana Suwan. Top scorer for the Lady Panthers. Ito si Gana Suwan, and adds to that point total with that service ace.
Speaking of top scorer, Ken, talagang kung kahit saang aspect, makakascore talaga siya. Even here in the service line.
They've been really placed into a tough group. Itong USPF against the NCAA contenders, Perpetual, and champions of the UAAP LaSalle. But look at that, back-to-back aces para dito kay Gana Suwan.
She scored an ace-1 in the same spot. Why not go for it for the second time, Ken?
Save 2 match points so far. 24-19. Raagas. And Sindayen putting the nail in the coffin as LaSalle again victorious in somewhat a dominant victory para sa kanila as they win it in straight sets. 25-15, 25-14, and 25-19. And LaSalle booking their second win here. Your thoughts, Rhea?
That was really a nice game between the USPF Lady Panthers and the DLSU Lady Spikers, Ken. Pero ayun nga lang, yung errors talaga for the Lady Panthers were costly on their part. And of course, the Lady Spikers were taking advantage of that. The free balls given by the Lady Panthers, because why not? It's an easy point for them.
The Lady Panthers, although they are winless here, they really made a good account of themselves. We saw the likes of Gana Suwan, Luis Caribin, showing what they're made of here. And under Coach Yoli Rizari, bright future para sa nila heading into their mother league and their other tournaments.
This is really a learning experience for the Lady Panthers, something that they will bring back home in Cebu and of course in their upcoming CESAFI season.
Or MVP of the match in just a bit when you return only here in the Shakey Super League.
I only want the best. Thincredible, Thintense, sensational, thin crust pizza from Shakey's. Thincredible crisp crust, Thintense real cheese, sensational flavor. There's no thin like Shakey's.
Check out our MVP of the match, brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now.
And of course, for our MVP of the match, we have here Alea Malaluan. And it's not so surprising, Ken, because we really see her very versatile in every aspect where she is placed.
There she is, at kasama niya ngayon, si Tati Austria.
Congratulations, Alea Malaluan, for being MVP of the match today. Now, my first question is, how do you feel awarded as MVP of the match?
Syempre, it's so fun kasi yung ginawa namin sa game today, parang team effort. So, buong team talaga nag-contribute and lahat kami nag-work hard for this game.
Okay, and what do you think was the key to DLSU's win for your second match in the Shakey Super League National Invitationals?
Siguro mas nag-communicate kami sa loob ng court and we made sure na gawin naman lahat ng instructions na sinasabi sa amin ng coaches. Ayun.
Ayun, so any messages to your fans, supporters, the De La Salle community?
Okay, hello to the Lasallian community, to my family, to my parents watching, to my dog Maki, Mia, Miley, and others, and to my kuya. Ayun. Bye.
Once again, congratulations, Aliyah. Let's not forget you have a gift from Shakey's, your very own super card, and of course, a box of pizza for you to enjoy after that thrilling game. Congratulations to Aliyah Malaluan of the De La Salle Lady Spikers. Turning it over back to the panel.
Thank you very much, Tati Austria and Alea Malaluan. Set number 1 pa lang, Rhea, she really set the tone for her squad and proving that her injury is but a distant memory already.
Kaya nga, Ken, I agree with you. And now she's coming back stronger after that injury. And we always look forward to her in the upcoming games. Of course, ngayon napasok na sila sa quarterfinals.
And LaSalle winning that set 25-14. Set number 2, USPF, they were within 5, 15-10. But much like in set number 1, ganun talaga yung nangyayari. LaSalle will just find the right spots, will pull away late. Malaluan and Laput were really a thorn on the side of the Lady Panthers. They win that set 25-15. Set number 3, it was just LaSalle showing their stuff here. Ganasuan and Luis Kerubin were really providing the points para dito sa Panthers, sa Lady Panthers rather. But the Cebu-based squad just having a hard time dealing with Laput, with Malaluan. Also, Del Castillo, especially late in set number 3 with those service aces and gumaganyang klaseng atake niya. They win that set 25-19 and it's a straight sets win for the Lady Spikers as they notch their second victory in as many games. Let's check a look at some of the numbers here.
Of course, looking at the stats here now, we have the DLSU Lady Spikers. Really lamang sila sa attacks. And of course, the blocks. And sa aces again, this is really where nag-dominate yung DLSU Spikers. And of course, it was costly again for the part of the Lady Panthers to just give up free points for them. And the opponent error rather for the DLSU Lady Spikers may be more compared to the Lady Panthers. But again, the aces, the attacks were what brought them to this win today.
Let's check out the updated team standings. Tapos na tayo sa Pool A. We still have 3 more matches to go. And you see here LaSalle first place. Samantala naman, Perpetual will finish in second. On Pool D, sigurado na tayo na itong Enderon and CSB pasok na in the next round. Magkakatalawan na lang sa pwesto. And up next, you see here LaSalle on top, on the upper portion of that bracket. Nasa bottom version naman itong Perpetual. They will face the first place group in Group D. LaSalle naman will face the second place finisher in Group C. So it should be an interesting next set of matches here. And up next, it's the Adamson Lady Falcons taking on the LPU Lady Pirates. Tutok lang kayo dito sa Shakey Super League National Invitationals presented by Eurocell.